Hello everyone. A lot of thoughts these last couple of days. A lot of grounding. Through the work, I want to try to describe how it's worked with me. But you get more and more grounded. See, where you lacked in understanding, there's no grounding where you lacked. So through the work, it is making you sure and steadfast. And there's where you get your boldness of speech, because as Lively just said on her video I've been watching today, she's blown my mind because we have the same testimony. It's because truth is how it was revealed through her journey, how it was revealed through my journey. And that's how I want to try to speak a little concerning our testimonies, and not only mine and Lively's, the others and others who will come. The same work that's been done in us, it will be done in others, and is being done in others. But or is she saying just now? The boldness through the assurance, through it is a great work. And I'm sure there's people at different levels, in different places of that spirit work, and you become more knowing. And then when you get to, when I'm talking of the sureness and steadfastness, that I am now confident and able to come now and see and look at Lively's videos. And I want to speak on why I haven't before, just a little bit that I've looked to her. But that's how she said, that you know that you know that you know that you know. It is this work is the salvation. It is the through knowledge, through understanding. Not only knowledge, you can have the knowledge without understanding. The knowledge there's no power. It's in understanding. That is where you become sure and steadfast and stable and grounded. And I just lost my thoughts. So many things I want to say. I'm gonna probably try to make this video as the thoughts come, because I just watched the video and I was just I'm floored now. I'm blown away. Just that work has been done in me. That work has been done in Lively. And I'm speaking of Lively right now because there's another, and I haven't looked to Anna to see if in the end, after this work, if because I watched a little bit. I saw I heard confirmation in Lively's videos, but because of the work in me, I didn't watch any, because I did not want any influence. And I know Lively and those who have had this work in them will understand what I mean. There are so many voices in the world, and you're trying to hear the voice of truth. So and so much people speak, I didn't know what I know now. I didn't have that understanding. So I was, he was still leery of, and I don't know if that's the correct word. It was just a great working process of spirit. And now, it's, I know with Lively, now that work has been done, and now I'm listening to her newest video, and our testimonies are, we have learned of the same spirit. It is the same work that has happened in both of us. In our testimonies, even things I've said, we talk about the prescribed prescription. I've made a video on that. We have not watched each other. We have not sit with a teacher. This work has been done in us. And that is truth, spirit bearing witness, the truth that we, although some of the world will choose to think that, no, this is that Antichrist spirit, because they don't know what we know, because the work has not yet been done in them. I don't want to get off. I want to just, try to say a few things concerning, right here. Like I said, with Anna, I haven't looked back at hers to see, her more fullness. Because you know, like myself, I knew I wasn't supposed to speak, so I could only give a good word to help those, because for what I did know, I understood so much wrong that was being spoken. So through the years of the work of the enemy, I could only give what I'm able, just as Ivy just said. You can only give what you're able. There's still parts we don't have, there's still things we need to understand, to come to see. So, I knew from the beginning when I first opened the book many years ago, that's when I knew I was not, and it's funny because I wasn't supposed to write. And I always knew if the day comes that I should write, then I would write. And, because I was so inspired through my life to write, even write books. I've written poetry, but I knew I had to understand before I would write. But then Lively, the same one who's had the same, this work in her. And even Anna, they have written through all of it. I have only scribbled notes because I knew the work was done in me. And from that long time ago, I knew I wasn't supposed to, and I don't understand that fully. But I understand, where was I going though? They gave as it was revealed. And there was even times through it where, because of something they'd say where I knew, or something I had already seen, but because if you don't have understanding fully, then you might, I don't know if to say it like that. I saw Anna once. She went back because she hadn't had an understanding or perceived something, and so when she finally did, at the end of, after a long time of putting out videos, she had come to an understanding, and then she went and she actually corrected something that she had said something, she didn't see that, and she went and corrected something she had spoken, but the thing is, and I haven't seen if the whole of the matter, I haven't seen if the fullness that now me and Lively see eye to eye. I mean, I just was in this first video. I'm not even through it yet. I began watching it last night and finished today, and it's just, it's just the fullness of confirmation, and I know that now that the coming together, and being able to see eye to eye, that there's even things that is unfinished in me yet, that, like I asked Lively a certain thing. There's a certain part of my spirit experience, that something was given to me, and I know that with her understanding, when we speak of this, or when I hear her, her testimony, I know that that the understanding that I'm lacking of this certain thing, will be, it will finally be understood. But, I don't want to get off here. I want to, some things are harder to say. But like I said, I'm going to, I might even, who knows, I don't like to say what, because there's so much you want to give in a day. And then you watch a video with all that confirmation, and so you just go through and just, reply to it, as you hear and as you confirm, the work that's done in us. We are just a part of it, and we know that there had to be a starting. This is, what is that?
A note that you had on the door.
Did I?
Let me call the insurance real quick, and maybe you can take that test this morning.
Huh? Put it up. Get it up. Get it up.